Good afternoon, I'm Tom, welcome to Pershore Sports and Prestige, and today you join me in a rather special vehicle. This is a Range Rover Sport on a 64 plate, so this is the facelift version. We've never seen one of these before, not of this sort of year, and we're going to make it a little bit more special because we're doing a little bit longer of a run, simply because I want to, because it's a lovely car to drive. So we're on the M5 motorway going northbound. It's so comfortable and luxurious and pretty to look at and easy to drive, as you would expect a Range Rover to be. We've got everything on here that we could possibly ever want, and in front of me is a first. I've not seen it on any other cars I've driven. I know there are other cars out there that do it, but this has got a full LCD display for your dials up front, so your speedometer and your rev counter is all digital, which is awesome. All an LCD display. It's an automatic, of course, wouldn't be anything else. We have our heated seats on this one, loads of adjustment in the seat, the lovely white leather, which complements the interior quite nicely. It's Range Rover call it chili paint. It's basically a dark red. It looks really nice in this car. Not a lot has changed in terms of how they've set it up. I mean, you can be forgiven for thinking it's a Jaguar, because of course we've got a Land Rover Jaguar, so they're part of the same group, same manufacturer, so they use a lot of parts that the Jag use, and you can really tell, even when it comes to the display unit for your infotainment system here, that's got a lot of stuff that you would expect to find in a Jag, so even down to where you choose your heated seats, all the way up to your radio and your infotainment system. It's all controlled in the same way that a Jag is. Now, what does it feel like to drive? So we've got a 3-litre engine up front, which is perfect for this car. It's got 290 brake horsepower, which is plenty of power. Now, it's plenty of power, but it is a heavy car. However, it'll do 0 to 60 in sub 7 seconds, which is astonishing for how big and heavy this car is. That isn't really the point, I know, but what that does is it allows you to have this nice, easy, smooth, progressive acceleration, which means that the engine doesn't have to work very hard, the car doesn't feel like it's working, and in turn, you don't have to work very hard either, which is perfect, because that's exactly what Range Rover want. I'm going to spin round at the top, and we'll talk a little bit more about how it drives, because there's so many points. We could be doing this all day, which I don't mind doing. So to demonstrate that effortlessness a little bit more, I've brought us up to 70 mile an hour, which is the national speed limit on the motorway, and it doesn't feel like we're doing 40, which could be quite dangerous, I know, but that demonstrates how perfect Land Rover have got this car, because some cars you can be driving a car and you know that you're going quickly. This thing, it's so quiet, so soft and so effortless. You can be forgiven for thinking, well, I'm not going over the speed limit, but in actual fact you look down and, oh no, you are going over the speed limit, but they hide that quite well, which is nice. I mean, it's just like sitting in an armchair. That's what it feels like. I'm driving an armchair, I've got my armrest, seating position's fine, I'm nice and high up, I can see well into the distance, and that's another thing about these. This has got a reversing camera on it, which to be honest with you, I'd normally say, you know what, don't bother with a reversing camera. If you've got sensors, it's good enough, but actually in this, I'm quite grateful for the reversing camera, because it is a big car, and if you're not quite used to a car of this sort of size, then it's good to have that little bit of backup there as well. But the visibility is perfect. I've got loads of view out the front, nice big windscreen, huge wing mirrors. I mean, I can see all 3 lanes in that wing mirror, no problem at all. Rear view mirror, the rear view mirror's about the same size as you'd find in a normal car, and the rear window isn't particularly big, but it doesn't really need to be, because you've got these huge wing mirrors, and I can see exactly what's behind me through the rear view mirror, so it's not an issue. Loads of on steering wheel controls. I've got cruise control, I've got paddles, I can go up and down the gearbox as I please. I can also do that on the stick. Not that you'd ever want to, really. I can't think of any reason why I'd want to go up and down the gears on this myself. The car does it perfectly well. I don't feel like the car's hunting for gears. Sometimes you do feel like automatic boxes hunt for gears a little bit too much. This car seems to be in the right gear all the time, and I've not been able to trip it up on the way, and I've tried a little bit on the motorway to bring it down in gear, but it doesn't necessarily struggle with that aspect. I'm going to drive around a little bit further. I'm going to get to a place where we can have a look around the outside and show you some of the exterior features, and also so you can have a good look around the cabin as well. Driver's point of view, we have lovely white leather interior, a nice sweeping dash, and if you just have a look at the LCD display there, you'll see what I mean. It's off at the moment because the car's not on, but that's where your dials come up. At the moment we've just got the Land Rover and the miles, which by the way is still very reasonable. Exterior in the back, we have loads of room for rear passengers, rear heated seats as well, something you don't find very often. That's a luxury feature. You carry your passengers around with luxury as well. Loads of room, and those seats are oh so comfortable. Absolutely brilliant. Range Rover do a very good job with these. We've got electric tailgate on this one, so to give you an idea of what that's like, press a button and open it comes. You can see there that we've got loads of room in the back. It's typical Range Rover. Parcel shelf on there as well. Moving around to the passenger side. That's where your rear view camera is. Rear parking sensors as well. Our Range Rover Sport is priced at $45,999. If you'd like to know anything more about it, please give me a call, and you can also arrange a test drive that way as well.